What's up, everyone? We just want to say thank you for listening to the podcast and that this episode is sponsored by Straight Stoner, also known as the brand SS96. Shop today for t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. For listening today, you receive not 10, not 15, not 20, but 30% off. Yes, that's right, 30% off. Just use the code SWISHMASTERS today. Visit ss96.net and use the promo code SWISHMASTERS. So, we got through the Western Conference semifinals, and we also mentioned a couple of award winners. But shout out to everyone who won an NBA award this year. Obviously, we had Nikola Jokic winning the NBA Most Valuable Player award. We had Rudy Gobert winning Defensive Player of the Year. And my guy, Julius Randle, I predicted Most Improved Player of the Year. So shout out to those guys. I have all of the NBA awards. As I said, we have Jordan Clarkson, Sixth Man of the Year. We got LaMelo Ball as Rookie of the Year. That's gonna be nice. We're gonna have some bragging to hear about, and then we got some awards people may not be as aware about. We have the Teammate of the Year award going to Damian Lillard, and the Sportsmanship award going to Drew Holiday. So, Q, what are your thoughts on these awards?
The one award winner that didn't really disappoint was Jordan Clarkson in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Everybody else was kind of Joker again. He couldn't get me one. Rudy Gobert got exposed on defense. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so it makes the award winners kind of like, man, they should have gave the award to CP3 for MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year should have gone to, I don't know, probably anybody else.
But the one bad game defines the whole season for him.
It leaves a lasting image though, because the lack of effort, that says a lot. I don't know. And to its offense, he did say he was injured. So you say he fell and he was injured. My thing is this too. Just tell the coach, hey, coach, I can't do it. Take me out or something. Don't.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert, man. You got.
Oh no, but props to him for winning the award. This is his third time, second time,
third one.
Third one.
Yep.
Wow. Giannis was I could have gave you Giannis. I don't know.
I have a question about that. Last year, Giannis got MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't feel like
last year.
I didn't feel like he should have got it last year for Defensive Player of the Year. If you want to give him MVP, fair. But I didn't see the strongest defensive performance. I'm not saying he wasn't good on defense. I think he just wasn't Defensive Player of the Year, in my opinion. And this is last year. I know it's whatever, but
I understand. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, I don't really remember the other front runners right now. But again, like always, Rudy Gobert is always.
Rudy Gobert is always in there.
Always in there.
I think Ben Simmons was for a minute last year too, and obviously this year.
They probably had Joel in there too. But then Ben Simmons is there this year. If Joel and B stayed healthy, well, he was a finalist for MVP. They could have made him a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
as well, because he plays great defense. So, I mean, props to them. I have nothing against the sixth man. Jordan Clarkson definitely deserved that.
Yep.
MVP, Joker was the most available because Damian Lillard was also in the conversation.
Yeah.
but he was hurt. Steph, his team didn't make the playoffs.
He had a great season.
He had a great season though. That's why he was a candidate.
Definitely.
No, Julius Randle did deserve most improved. So they got that right. They got six
great
man
rating.
right.
Yeah.
They got MVP right. Shout out to the other award winners. They also got the Community Assist Award. That's going to come out. They're still voting on that.
Yeah. And the Kareem Social Justice Award is also.
Yeah, that's a new award. That's right. So that'll come out too. But so yeah, Joker did deserve MVP for being available. But yeah, shout out to Rudy Gobert as well. Six. If it's a player, you had a good regular season.
Regular season, yeah. And these obviously don't. These are obviously for the regular season, but when you become the award winner, we kind of expect you to be in the playoffs and be able to show why you got the award in the regular season. You know what I mean? This is when it really matters.
Exactly.
And yeah, so, I get that. It's kind of hard to like say, "Oh, Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year," and be happy about it when the last game he played in, he looked like he was just lost. He didn't even look like he knew what defense was at some points. Just saying.
Yeah, it was bad. So maybe they should adjust when to give the award out, because to give it out during the playoffs and to see you perform, it's tough. It makes you second guess yourself.
That pressure can like apply. You'd be like, "Oh, I gotta make sure I do this," and you get in your head, like you said, kind of messes.
Maybe, but and leaves a lasting image on the fans too. They're like, "You won MVP, but you didn't give me one game." Or
his individual performance was MVP like, but
it was good, but that wasn't enough to get a win. He should have had a 50-point game or something. That's what I mean by get you one.
Yeah.
40 plus.
Give me a spiritual spiritual event like Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something like KD, because he'll get you one.
Yeah.
There are certain players, that hey, they'll get you one.
Right.
Because
at least one. Just one, man.
even if you're not expected to win the series at the point, you're expected to get one.
Right.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on them.
Yeah. I think I agree with Jokic being MVP. He had a phenomenal regular season. Playoffs, he was really not bad. He just wasn't able to lift his team over the hump. And I think MVP is partially a team-oriented award, because not only it's not just about the stats. You have to be valuable to your teammates and valuable to the organization that you elevate them. And obviously they fell short, but throughout the season, he showed that he was a very much important piece of this whole like Denver organization. So shout out to him. We already touched on Gobert. You know my thoughts.
Same thoughts.
What do you think about LaMelo Ball?
Oh yeah. It was between him and Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves. So something in my head I knew if LaMelo returned for like the rest of the season, I was like, they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Because he was the most, because he's the flashiest and the most highlight worthy. Although Anthony Edwards did have a monster dunk like this season, like one of the best dunks possibly in NBA history.
He might win dunk of the year. You never know.
He might win dunk of the year, but it's not saying rookie of the year, and he definitely reacted to not winning the award. But LaMelo, I probably would have voted for him too, just because of the
flashiness.
It just rookie of the year is also about who. I don't know. It's like, I would say this: Anthony Edwards did deserve it too. Maybe I believe he played more games, but He got hurt towards the end of the season too, I believe. Did he?
Anthony
I don't
Edwards?
know. I don't know. I take that back. I don't know if he got hurt or not, but I know LaMelo was hurt.
I don't remember him missing that many games. I know LaMelo missed a good.
No, I'm thinking of
wrist.
I think it was James Wiseman.
Wiseman.
That's my fault. Wiseman got hurt.
Wiseman did get hurt.
So I take that back. But I don't know. I agree with him. I don't know what you think about it, but I agree with him. LaMelo, he's highlight worthy. The passes are just amazing.
Yeah.
The swagger, he just won to me. I have no complaints about LaMelo. He won such a landslide too. So apparently the vote people, the voters started too. So yeah,
so
what do you think?
I've got his numbers right here. I've got his averages for the season.
Okay, what's you got?
LaMelo Ball averaged 15.7 points, 6.1 assists, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.59 steals in 28 minutes for 51 games, in which he started 31 games. He led all rookies in assists, steals, and ranked second in points and rebounds. So, I mean, I think overall he showed he could play ball. He could hoop, and the numbers don't lie. I mean, he's top of his class. Obviously, there's a lot of theatrics with his dad and the Ball family in general, but he came out and showed that he could play. I was really, obviously, LeVar Ball is gonna hype his sons up. Shout out to him for being a good dad and pushing his sons, but he really showed us that he was more than just a name or, this personality that we've known because of outside of the actual NBA, and showed he could play. He was very poised. He, can see the floor very well. He plays more. He has a more mature game, and that's because he went and played in Europe. He has a more mature game for his age, and I was impressed with him. I think he deserved it. I don't think there were. I think there were a lot of great rookies this year, and I have another subject I'm going to get to, but I think LaMelo overall was the top of his class this year. So shout out to him, Rookie of the Year.
Yep, props to him. What was the other thing you wanted to say though? You said.
So.
Yeah.
I have the all rookie teams as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna read out the first and second team.
I think I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
Okay. So first team, obviously you got LaMelo Ball.
Right.
You got, I may say this wrong and I apologize, Saddiq Bey from Detroit. You got Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton from the Kings, and Jason Tate from Houston. Second team, you got Desmond Bane with Memphis, Isaac Okoro, Cleveland, Emmanuel Quickley, New York,
right.
Isaiah Stewart, and Patrick Williams. So,
who's Stewart play for?
Who?
Who does Stewart play for? Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart plays for Detroit.
And what about Patrick?
Patrick is with the Bulls.
Okay, those are reasons why I'm following him so much. But I think I know where you're going with this. So what you about to do? I want to see.
So these are the teams, and I'll be honest. These Detroit guys, I don't know who Isaiah Stewart is, just being honest, and I don't know who Saddiq Bey is. Not to say that they didn't have great seasons as rookies, but there is one guy that I followed when he was in college, and
I agree.
He decided to air his voice out about his thoughts on the selections. Cole Anthony,
of course,
did not make
any team,
an all-rookie team.
Yeah, I knew you were going with that. I knew you were going there. I was the same thing. I was like, okay. Cool. Yeah. I was like, kind of surprised.
Cole took to Twitter and basically said that they were disrespectful for leaving him off of it. What are your thoughts on that? I guess because it's funny to me.
I mean, in his defense, I've seen more Cole Anthony highlights than some of these other names.
Yeah,
and he's been playing decently. So I say he should have been added on one of the teams. At least one of them.
Yeah.
Now I understand not first team, at least second or third now. So I agree he did get snubbed. But with the snub, you always have to ask who did you take off. So I think you gave your answer. You'll probably take off one of the Detroit players.
Who is Sadiq Bey? I'm sorry, Detroit fans.
I heard almost all the other players except the players from Detroit and the Bulls. No offense. You heard the player from the Bulls.
Did see Patrick Williams. He's pretty good. I think he deserved it.
Okay, good. But I haven't seen the Pistons.
Jayshawn Tate was good for the Rockets.
Yeah, he was.
They didn't have a good season, obviously, but
he was good though.
Yeah.
And
well, these Detroit guys, I have no idea.
Great. I heard all the other players are great. I heard them.
We know Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Okoro. I knew about Desmond Bain.
He played well. Yeah. So I knew these other players from watching them. So I don't watching the teams, I guess, and partly because I guess I'm following the West a little bit more.
Yep.
At least, especially recently with the playoffs. So, yeah. So I believe you got snubbed. So who you would say got one of those players from Detroit?
Yeah, I have no idea who Sadiq Bey is, and I'm sure he's a good player because he got named to the list. But I personally, I didn't see a lot of Detroit. Detroit wasn't on my radar. No. I apologize, Detroit Pistons organization, fans, everyone. But I do think Cole Anthony should have made at least the second team because he averaged like 14. I want to say like 14, maybe 5 or 6 assists, a couple rebounds, and he was solid for them. He showed great poise. He made a couple clutch shots for them this year, and I think he's going to grow and elevate a lot. I think he has a lot of potential. I think that he should have been mentioned, you know what I mean? But they just kind of left him off, so.
Just prove him
I guess you gotta leave somebody off. Somebody's going to get snubbed every year. Yeah. That's fair. To play devil's advocate, I guess.
Right. Yeah, just prove him wrong, I'm sure.
Oh.